What's good, you boys, man? My name is Damien, also known as QB. How's everyone going today? If it still is not clear somehow, I'm doing a review on all teams before the season starts. Pretty much reviewing their season last season, going over their off-season, and pretty much just giving my impressions of what I think for their record and how they're going to be this upcoming season, which starts in less than 24 hours. I'm trying to get all things uploaded before tomorrow. I'm going crazy with uploads today, but as always, like and subscribe for if you like NBA content or if you like my content. I'm not doing it for views, I'm just doing it because I love talking about basketball. The Golden State Warriors had a shocking season last season, which ended up them finishing 10th in the Western Conference and being eliminated in the very first game against the Sacramento Kings, the team that they beat in the first round last year. Steph Curry doing all he can at his age, averaging almost 25 points a game, but not getting much help around him whatsoever. He would get 18 points a game from his partner in crime, Klay Thompson, but unfortunately during the crunch time, like the playing games and some late game situations down the stretch of the regular season, Klay Thompson would just disappear and his name was being called for Golden State fans. It was just clear before last season even started that it was going to be a bit of a shit show for the Golden State Warriors. They had no clear indication, but they actually drafted really well. They drafted a guard, Brandon Ponkajewski, and he actually played so well for the Golden State Warriors. He was sleeper for Rookie of the Year if Victor and Shet didn't exist. He actually led the whole entire league in charge taken as a rookie. That's just unbelievable hustle from the kid. It was becoming really clear that Golden State Warriors weren't going to offer Klay Thompson a new contract after having his late season struggles in the playing game and at the end of tough game stretches in the regular season as well. They're going to sign Chris Paul in the offseason as well, which actually did not do much justice for him, I guess. He didn't do much while he was a Golden State Warrior. I mean, he averaged the most assists on the team, but even then, that was only just under 7. For most of the team, that's still pretty disappointing. And then obviously, Draymond Green would get suspended twice during the season last year. Once for 12 games, and the second time, he would throw an absolute crazy right hand at Yusuf Nurkic, trying to make it look like it was by accident, which is crazy, but then he puts Rudy Gobert in a headlock. It was a whole mess last season for Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors, and quite frankly, I think it's utter bullshit. Draymond Green is legit in the NBA now only because he's won 4 championships. You look at any player that's like Draymond Green, they're not getting drafted, bro, trust me. But instead he wants to take advantage of his golden opportunity to be able to play in the NBA and just turn it into like a fight club. Like, what is this? You can't just fight everyone you don't like, bro. That's not how real life works. I'm sorry to break it to you, pal. Now, I'm not going to break down the trade, but pretty much they got a sign-in trade with Klay Thompson and a few other players, but it was a 6-team. I'm not going to get too involved in that, but pretty much they received a lot of good things back in return. They're going to get Kyle Anderson. He's going to come off as a free agent. They're going to get Buddy Hield, who was a part of that whole 6-teamer. And they're also going to get Anthony Melton. So they definitely got some reinforcements for Klay. We just have to see how they perform. So far in the preseason, though, even though the season starts tomorrow, Buddy Hield and Anthony Melton were actually shooting lights out. 40+% for the pair of them. And if I'm Steve Kerr, I'm licking my lips because that's a 3-point problem that you want as a coach. It's going to be interesting to see what the projected starting lineup is going to look like for the Golden State Warriors. But just watching them and them not having Klay, it's just so surreal. Like, it's crazy. I didn't think that they're going to never not have Klay, but he's on the bigger and better things at the Dallas Mavericks. But if I was a betting man, I'm not 100% sure if they feel comfortable bringing Pokusevski off the bench, or they're going to put him in the starting lineup next to Curry with Wiggins, Draymond, and Kuminga, I guess. They'd still got Kevon Looney there if they want to put him in the starting lineup. Warriors fans have to actually love Kevon Looney. He just accepts his role no matter what it is and just comes out and plays. There's even some nights where he just catches DMPs for whatever Steve Kerr has planned. And it looks like he actually might be finally needed for some big time roles, considering if they do this lineup, Draymond Green, 6'8", having house is going to be the starting center. But looking at that potential starting lineup, and they're going to have Buddy Hield coming off the bench with Anthony Melton. I don't know if Steve Kerr would want to start one of them. There's definitely not a realistic world where both of them start. It'll have to be one or the other. In my eyes, it'll have to be Buddy Hield, right? But little do I know, I'm not an NBA coach. We'll have to see what Steve Kerr is cooking up for this group. And they still have Gary Payton second. They'll have Kyle Anderson coming off the bench. And they're still going to have Chase Jackson-Davis, Moses Moody, who actually just signed a contract extension, so he's here to stay for the next 3 years, so the foreseeable future. But to think about this squad, it kind of reminds me of what the Lakers are doing to LeBron. You know, he's clearly coming to the end of their days. Both of them are. Within the next 2 or 3 years, they'll probably both be out of the league, which is just such a sad thing to think about. Maybe Curry. I think Curry's got a bit more than that, but LeBron definitely will. But they're not building the championship team around them, which is something you got to take advantage of, especially when these two are just so, like, they're old and they're still giving you prime level performances night in and night out. My prediction for this team, man, just higher than 10th Golden State Warriors fans. You have to utilize Steph Curry, and I hope the coaching system and the organization does that in a really good way, because I don't want to see Curry go out in the play-in tournament ever again. But maybe if they can get like that, maybe 7 or 8 spots to try and get that second chance play-in game, so maybe Klay Thompson does have a second chance to redeem himself after going 0 for 10, who knows. But Golden State Warriors fans, get in the comments down below and let me know what you think about your off-season and what to expect for the season coming up. This is just my little spin on it. I'm sorry if I missed out any details or plays or stats. I'm just really trying to get all these videos done. Thank you so much for all your love and support, and I'll see you all very, very soon.